So, Kevin Feige said a while ago that Iron Man's death and Tony Stark's death in Endgame was going to be a significant part of Doomsday. It was going to play a significant role in Doomsday. And this led people to start saying that maybe Dr. Doom put his spirit in Tony Stark's body at that moment. Maybe he dream walked into Tony Stark at that moment. And all of these theories about how Dr. Doom got himself into Tony Stark's body and how he ended up in the 616 universe and how he ended up being a Tony Stark variant or whatever the case may be. And I'm saying that no. That cannot be it, because Tony Stark is dead. And Tony Stark is dead. I mean, they had a funeral for him and shit happened since he been dead and everything. And my theory is, if Dr. Doom had gotten to Tony Stark's body at that moment, Tony Stark wouldn't have died. He would have said, I am Iron Man, and got all fucked up, and Pepper would have came, and Spider-Man would have came and said, yeah, it's okay, Mr. Stark, you know what I mean? And Pepper Potts would have came and said a little speech thing and all that. You can rest now, Tony. And then the very next scene, they would have had Tony Stark in the hospital. Iron Man would have been in a hospital bed or hooked up to some beep and shit. Beep, beep, and everything. He's still alive. He's still alive. You know what I mean? They wouldn't have, because they had a funeral for him. And then Spider-Man No Way Home happened. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness happened. Captain America 4 happened. Like a whole bunch of shit happened. And we haven't heard from, there's no Tony Stark. So that tells me that Tony Stark is dead, like going dead, right? And then they said, oh, Doctor Strange dream walked into a corpse. Maybe Dr. Doom could dream walk into a corpse. What corpse? There's no corpse. If you know anything about a human body, that shit decomposes, okay? Doctor Strange dream walked into a corpse that was dead for like an hour or two, couple of hours maybe. Tony Stark gonna dream walk into a corpse that been dead for fucking years? Years? That ain't no corpse, that's bones. He dreamwalked in bones. He wouldn't be Tony Stark. He'd be Skeleton Stark or something. He wouldn't be. What the fuck, okay? And we all know that the body can't die. Like when we watch Wiccan dream, put his spirit into Billy Kaplan's body at that time. Billy Kaplan was supposed to die. He was going to die, and actually the spirit saved his life, kept his physical body alive. So if Dr. Doom's spirit was jumping into Tony Stark at that time, Tony Stark's physical body would have never died. Tony Stark would still be alive. So I don't know if Tony Stark's dying in the Endgame sent a signal to the world, to the universe, Dr. Doom, some shit. I don't know how Tony Stark dying in Endgame is going to be linked to Dr. Doom, but I don't think Dr. Doom's spirit went into Tony Stark at that moment, and I don't think Dr. Doom dream walked into Tony Stark's corpse, because he would have been came out and we would have been saw him before now. You know what I'm saying? Before Doomsday. And Doomsday still is off a little bit. It's still more time going to go by. So no, I don't think that's what Kevin Feige meant when he said that. But I also have another theory. Just hear me out. Hear me out, people, because y'all been saying some crazy shit. So I get to say some crazy shit, too. So my theory is this, and this might be insane. My theory is that Tony said, I am Iron Man. And they said, you can rest now, Tony, you can rest. And everybody seen him die right there. And Pepper Potts closed his eyes, he was dead right there on the spot, right? And I think that Pepper, because she was in charge of the body, that was his wife. So she was in charge of the body. Gordon gave her the body. She took it home and she took it down in that basement. You know, Tony Stark's got a laboratory, and you know, labs and all kinds of equipment, arc reactors, all kinds of shit. She took him down in that basement and said, well, I wonder if I hook him up to this new arc reactor machine fucking thingy, it might keep him alive. So Pepper Potts got Tony Stark's body down there in some basement shit on some life support fucking arc reactor machine fucking thing, keeping him alive, keeping that beep, 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 all that shit going, and nobody don't know about it. Nobody don't know that she did that. So she had a fake ass funeral and fake like Tony was dead this entire time, and Tony down in that basement hooked up to the machines and shit. And one day that beep, beep, beep is gonna fluctuate or do something to indicate to Pepper Potts that this man is all the way back. Like maybe one day that, you know, the beeping is just his body, but he don't have no brain circulation shit. He brain dead. He like a vegetable. You know what I'm talking about? A vegetable. He's like a vegetable. And one day she's going to get a little jumpy jump thing on the little machine thing that's going to say some brain waves has went through. And when Pepper see those brain waves, she's going to go, oh, brain waves is going through. Tony is back. And she's going to wake that motherfucker up. And it's going to be Dr. Doom in there. So if Dr. Doom jumped his spirit in Tony Stark's body before he died, And Pepper didn't know that, and she hooked him up to that machine and shit, and the brainwaves didn't circulate or something happened, whatever, the arc reactor fucked it up, whatever the case may be, but she don't know, and then she gonna take Tony Stark off of that shit when she gets them brainwaves. She gonna wake him up, and she gonna say, hey, Tony, I love you, and Victor gonna be in there, gonna get off me, bitch, or something like that. Now, hey, man, stranger things have happened, but we're gonna find out. But like I said, I don't think that Victor is in that actual Tony Stark body, though.